So I'm here with Julie Mackay, who is the makeup designer here at River City. Before we start, I'll give you a little pan of the room so you can see all the amazing things that we have. So just so you can have a look, it starts here. There we go. I'll do a full 360 of the room so you can see what's in a makeup office. Now we're back. Hi, Julie. Thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit about your role in the department?
Yeah, so I'm a makeup designer and I head up a team. There's 8 of us. And my job is to figure out a plan every day, how to make it work. Handle the call sheets, make sure everybody's got their scripts and they know what is required from each script. And yeah, just in general, kind of make sure everything's running absolutely on time.
And so you've mentioned there's 8 people in your department. Can you tell us about the different roles and what's the entry-level position in your department?
Yeah, so we get trainees every couple of runs. We take in a trainee from college and generally they will stick with us for a couple of seasons. And then if there's a position, we'll allow them to jump up and become assist. But if not, then we usually encourage them to go out into the world and get jobs in, as Linda had said, commercials, other dramas, anything really, that children's TV, to gain experience, because it's not just about River City and drama. You've got to go out there and experience it all, and then quite often come back here. And then we've got supervisors on the next level, so assists on the next level. We usually have 2 assists here, and they work alongside closely with their supervisor. So that tends to be the way. Occasionally we'll have a junior assist, which is somebody that's in between the trainee and the assistant. That's the way we're.
Fab. And we've mentioned at the start, there is no 2 days, no 2 same days in the film industry. Can you tell us what we could expect, what sort of hours, what time do you start, what time would you end, and what are typical tasks that one can expect to do as in an entry-level position?
Well, the first thing about makeup is that you're first on and last off usually. We have to come in and get all the actors ready before being on set at 8 o'clock. So dependent on the jobs that are required, if, for instance, if it's a wedding, then we have to come in and get all the actors ready, all singing, all dancing for 8 o'clock. So you can quite often be in 6:30. On other jobs, you might have to start at 3:30 in the morning. So the trainee's job is to be in perhaps even earlier and come in and open up the room, make sure all the actors' bags are at the supervisors and assistants' places. Everybody's assigned an actor, or 2 or 3 actors each. So the trainee comes in and sets up all the bags, and then when the day's up and running, when we're in the middle of doing our makeups, the trainee goes about and makes sure that if we're missing anything, or if somebody's run out of, or they need a new mascara or another hair accessory, the trainee's on hand to run through to the stock room, grab what we need, take it back. So really the trainee job is critical to running the room as well. And then she'll usually go out on set, given a chance once we're cleared up, just to watch and observe and see what's going on. And later on, after a couple of months, perhaps take on an actor and do a makeup or 2. So yeah, so that's really the job, but our hours are much longer. While we're doing makeups, the crew's usually in the canteen having their bacon rolls.
You say hire a couple of trainees each season. What kind of skill do you look for in your hiring process?
Well, a lot of the trainees come from college, and as much as college does give them the ability to do makeup and hair, a lot there tends not to be enough emphasis on barbering. So that's something that I would always encourage and look for. But if somebody comes to me with for an interview. I like to run quite a lot of interviews, and I look for things like perhaps if they've just done hairdressing, if they've been a junior in a hair salon, that's fantastic. But also if they've been in the industry. I had a trainee a few years ago, and she just couldn't get into the industry. And then eventually somebody asked her to drive the van for the camera department. So she did it. And although she had all of her makeup qualifications, so she came along, and I was just really impressed that she had gone to that effort to get into the industry. So she started with us, and you just know that somebody's really, really keen to get in, and that worked for me. So I think it's just somebody who's really keen.
Perfect. And do you have any top tips for someone who's about to start out or maybe about to get onto their first job in the industry?
Yeah, do anything that you can possibly do. I would definitely suggest barbering courses, hairdressing courses. There's still not enough emphasis on hairdressing, but anything like that is useful. And just get involved, make friends with anybody in the industry, because once you've done that, you hear about other jobs. You hear what's out there. Oh, such and such is going to start filming in a few weeks' time. So you ask questions. That's what networking, really. As soon as you get onto one job, make sure you speak to everybody on that job and figure out what else is next, because you're always planning your next job, or you should be.